All right, it says I'm live. Okay. All right, I am live. See the button? And this is Randy Kervin, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group from Kirksville, Missouri. Okay, I had to go on late because I didn't know Grace was going to have us doing laundry. Uh, I didn't know until 2:30. We didn't get back to after 5:30. So I'm glad I set up the show for later this evening. Okay, let's get down to it. I've got quite a few things, but I'll try to go as swiftly as I can. Still got to go out at my leisure, according to Grace, too, just to pick us up something at the store and get through the evening. We're both kind of bushed. Hello, James, and I'll tell Grace hi from you. She's in there watching Beverly Hills Cop 3. All right, that's our favorite series of movies. The first one we saw before we even got engaged. So we go all the way back to the original one. Um, Pro Trump lawyers face sanctions or suspension or disbarment in their home states. This was not about election fraud. This was about undermining our elections. Those lawyers used our federal courts to spread lies. They gave credence to lies. This set up January 6th, a perfect storm that was planned. Distrust in our election processes or processes. Okay. Benny Thompson, interviewed by Rachel. By the way, I am watching Prime Time with Cuomo last. He seems to try to undermine the evacuation in Afghanistan. And I saw last night, Don Lemon doesn't necessarily agree with Cuomo's approach to it. Federal agencies have 2 weeks to respond to Benny Thompson's, and they want phone records from all these people. And the committee, he said last night, is even looking back as far as April of 2020. Seems there were plans if the election didn't go their way. Now we have seen they had a plan in place in case he was not reelected. Afghanistan, 19,000 evacuated in 24 hours yesterday. 82,000 evacuated since August 14th. I think that's even risen now. Federal judge in Michigan dismantles the big lie lawsuit. Judge stated that they used the judicial system to unseat a president and allow a president to remain in power. Plaintiffs' attorneys have scorned their oath, flouted the rules, and attempted to undermine the integrity of the judiciary along the way. Uh, what their lawsuit was asking was transmit certified election results that state that President Donald Trump is the winner of the election. Nine, I heard recently, I think it was last night, 10 pro Trump lawyers could be sanctioned, possibly disbarred. Plaintiffs intentionally lied by filing the partially redacted declaration of Spider, who plaintiffs identified as the former U.S. military intelligence expert and former electronic intelligence analyst with the 305th Military Intelligence Unit, which was signed by Joshua Merritt. He didn't even complete the entry-level training course of the 305th Military Intelligence Battalion and is not an intelligence analyst. Lynn Wood tried to claim he was unaware that he was a part of the lawsuit, but he was contradicted by Sidney Powell. She says he was aware of the use of his name. To which the judge stated the court does not believe that Wood was unaware of his inclusion as counsel in this case. Wood is not credible. The judge went after each and every pro-Trump lawyer in her decision. Back to the judge. Circumstances suggest that the lawsuit was not about vindicating rights in the wake of the alleged election fraud. Instead, it was about it was about ensuring that a preferred political candidate remain in the presidential seat despite the decision of the nation's voters to unseat him. Sanctions are required to deter the filing of future frivolous lawsuits designed primarily to spread the narrative that our election processes are rigged and that our democratic institution cannot be trusted. This lawsuit should have never been filed. When I began watching Don Lemon tonight, I noticed Cuomo was still into putting down the Biden administration handling of Afghanistan. Don was saying that what they have done is an extraordinary job of evacuating people. In my opinion, Don Lemon is focused more on the positive in the evacuation of Afghanistan. On COVID, 100,000 plus Americans are hospitalized with COVID. Sad news in Tampa, Florida. Lines to get the monoclonal antibody treatment instead of getting vaccinated. Even after the FDA approved the vaccine, anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers are out there with conspiracy theories from the right-wing media. Talk about un-American. That's what they are. Misinformation about the CDC and has plans to turn schools. And I was listening to the lady who was talking about plans. This is what the CDC is going to do, brothers and sisters. They plan to turn schools into concentration camps. This is the plot to isolate women, men, and children, as comparing it with the Nazis. Select committee. Let's get back to that, because that is batshit crazy. Again, it's right-wing media, OAN, Newsmax, and Fox that are pushing all this bullshit. Select committee will be going after all of those named Trump. That made me happy, boy. I love it. And he's going to try to pull executive privilege, you can be sure. We'll see if that works when no longer in office and he can't control agencies involved. The FBI, the CIA. I may get to all those departments. All right, let's go on to something a little more pleasant. The House passed the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Not one Republican voted for it in the House. They want everyone to be able to vote. They want to be able to pick their voters, the GOP side of it, baby. Instead, voters picking them. And that's the American way. That's why I call it it's un-American what they're trying to pull. Last but not least is the ISIS-K attack at the airport in Kabul, or Kabul. 13 U.S. troops and many more wounded, some in critical condition. I didn't know about that till we got back around 5:30 p.m. with our laundry, and I was bringing it in from the car. And that's about all I got. There'll be a lot more coverage on that tonight that I'll be getting to. Let's see who we got. All right, James was the first one in the room. Hello, Stanley. Hey, Brother Brian. And my sister, Carol Gillens. All right. Not a big crowd, but this time of the night, that's why I record it. A lot more people will see it later on. I know many Blue Dot sisters in particular and brothers will be viewing this, and they'll make their remarks in the after comments. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for doing that. That'll save me some time a little later on in the evening when I get back out here and start sharing it. But I depend on this family, and I know I can because they will share this to as many places or many groups that they belong to. And that helps me a lot to be able to depend on Blue Dot family members that get this out so that I don't have to bust it so much. Grace and I, like I said, I've got to go pick something up easy to eat from the store. We're tired after that. We're still not used to going to laundromats. It was so nice to be able to walk down the hall and have two machines we could use. But it wasn't worth the damn drama we were putting up with. I just wanted to say tonight, this room is still, my studio is still a work in progress. I'm now over here beyond Geronimo. I've got a tapestry of a unicorn. I'm a Democrat. And the curtains will soon be up back there. I've got the hardware for it. Got to find the time and get it up there. So this studio is a work in progress, and I plan to be here from now on till we get through this thing. You can depend on me. I will be here. This show is free to anybody that wants to watch it. If you choose to help me, many of you know how you can do that. All right, that's about all I've got tonight. Let you go. Go down, like, and share. If you're new here, you like what you're hearing, subscribe. We would appreciate it. All right, have a good one. Peace, resist, persist, and I insist that we make sure in the Senate with Manchin and Sinema that they get this voting rights through. I've heard that Manchin is starting to weaken a bit, maybe able to carve out a little out of the filibuster to get that voting rights. John Lewis voting rights is very important, and hopefully he can talk Sinema into coming over too, because they've got to do something now. Because the Republicans ain't going to do a damn thing. They want an autocracy, and that's what they're shooting for with all these restrictive voting laws. All right. Have a good evening. Glad to see each of you talking to each other. And I'll see you soon. We got the Friday Facebook show coming up around 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Be sure and tune in and share this shit. I'll see you later on. Bye bye now. Share this shit.